Lara Trump joins me now. Lara Trump is back on Varney Co. That's a fine thing. Lara, this is really interesting to me. Biden hand-signed only one pardon during his final days, and that was for his son, Hunter. Everything else was on autopen. But for Hunter, it was the signature. What do you make of that?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably the only one, Stuart, he really knows he pardoned. Quite frankly, in the last couple of weeks of the Biden administration, there were somewhere around 1,500 clemencies and pardons granted. And I think most of those now we know were all signed by this autopen. And, I think the overarching issue with it all is if this were an individual in Joe Biden who really understood what was going on and we felt he had all of his faculties about him and he knew what pardons were being granted, he knew, what executive orders were being signed with this autopen, it might be a different scenario. But I think back to Speaker of the House Mike Johnson back at the beginning of January talking about an interaction he had with Joe Biden where Joe Biden had just signed an executive order to freeze liquid natural gas exports. And Joe Biden swore, he said, I didn't do that. He didn't even know that this executive order had been signed. So when you look at all these pardons, you look at the January 6th individuals, you look at many members of his own family who he pardoned, he probably isn't even sure that he did that. I think the only one, Stuart, we can certainly say he knows he pardoned is his son Hunter. And it also raises the question, well, why was that one so important? It's not just because it's his son. Think about the implications for the whole Biden crew when it comes to Hunter Biden, his trade or his dealings with Ukraine, his dealings with China, his dealings with Russia, how the whole family got involved. I think there's a lot to unpack there. And I suspect that Joe Biden probably didn't want anyone to dig deep at all on that.
Right. Lara, we have to talk about the feud between your father-in-law and Elon Musk. Do you think this feud can be settled after all the backwards and forwards, insults on both sides, frankly? You know your father-in-law. Is he prepared to settle this quietly?
Yeah, look, I do think it can be settled, and I really hope that it is. I look at both of these men, and they have done incredible things for this country. Both Donald Trump and Elon Musk literally set their lives aside to try and save this country. And without both of them, America would not be on the track that it finally is now. We desperately needed to pare back government and rein in, federal waste, fraud, and abuse. We got that with Doge, with Elon Musk. We needed a strong president to go in there and absolutely turn this country around. That's what Donald Trump is doing. I do think that there can be a reconciliation. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't work in the White House. I do know that these are two men who highly respected one another, even up to about a week ago. So I'm very hopeful that they get back together because I think we're always stronger together than we are apart. And I absolutely loved having Elon on the team. One of the reasons, as you know, Stuart, it drove the Democrats absolutely nuts to have him as a hero about a year ago, and then he became a villain whenever he signed on with Republicans and President Trump. But I hope that they can settle this, and I actually believe that they can.
And don't we all? Lara Trump, what a pleasure to have you back with us again. We always appreciate you. Come and see us again.
You got it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We're going to be watching Lara on My View with Lara Trump. It's Saturday night, 9 Eastern on Fox News Channel.